Randy. My son's visiting, and he's a writer, and he's an attorney. He's helped a lot of people with startups and projects. And I told him the situation. He said, Mom, you need to explain to her about the divinity code and how it's the bridge of Sarah and why you are writing about the voices. So here's the summary of the movie. Opus Dei is a dark arm of the Catholic Church. Remember, it's just a movie. But they are searching for the sangreal, the holy blood. And they realize that this is the lineage, the descendants of Christ and Magdalene, that those children have divine DNA, therefore must be stopped, because it means they have the powers Christ had, the ability to go into divine high vibrational states and do healing and things that the Catholic Church can't do. It's the same reason they did the Inquisition, when the women who worked with Magdalene and had children and learned to set sacred space and ritual. Okay. So Sarah was the seed of hope that was planted by her parents. Christ was crucified. Magdalene was pregnant, actually, at the crucifixion, and the hope was her DNA would go on through subsequent lineages. And when people had the consciousness 2,000 years later, and the planet was ready for the big switcheroo. This has been planned, the divine plan, in the years of the 2000s for eons by universal, galactic, and on-planet people. That this holy blood, sangreal, that the Opus Dei was tracking down like dogs, and they felt that this little keystone, was a little brass thing, and if they could just get the right code on it, and they felt that this woman that they had found, they felt she was the lineage and she was in danger. There was murders and this and that. Da Vinci, it's all based on encodement, but this little keystone brass thing that the dark ones felt if they could just get the code, wasn't it at all. It's not a thing in real time. The keystone is the Sarahs, the beings who carry the divine blood are keys. And it is their tone when we come together and sing and sound that we will resound in a sacred space people into their divinity. Very similar to when they knew a Messiah was coming. Remember in the Bible? And they said, well, we don't want that competition. We're the priests. So they went and had every male baby killed. The movie is about tracking down the descendants of Mary Magdalene and taking them out. So they're searching for the keystone. But they didn't know that we women are the key to the turning of the vibrational patterning of Earth 2,000 years later, which is now. And that's why I meet all these Sarahs and I do sacred space. I release their voices, and guess what? They're morphing time and space. So we're making miracles. Can make the weather patterns change, heal people of lifetime things. I am a key. I'm a master key to unlock the other keys and clear their voices through voice release so that our tone, our vibration can lift people, places, and things back and create a new world on earth. That's why Sarah is a key. And it was her tone that she passed down. And now there's hundreds, if not thousands of Sarahs putting the key, clearing their voices, and resounding a new reality. Do you see why people will say the keystone? Actually, the bloodline is the key, and it's her tone. It's a very important core essence of what I'm saying. And it's the only reason I'm even talking about Sarah with the voice work. Christed consciousness planted on the earth 2,000 years ago when people weren't ready for it, crucified him. And now through the lineage, it's hundreds, if not thousands of Sarah's keys, tone, KeyStone. Anybody who's seen the movie will go, oh my God, yeah, it's the keys tone. It's not a little KeyStone code thing, okay? So that's what it is, and it's very important. And I think maybe I need to put it in there a little bit more. It's intriguing. It cracks the code for the mystery, and I am going to change the wording a little bit more. But if you have any further questions, let me know. It's a great movie. I guess I assumed you had seen it, but I guess not. So this is why it's important. It's the Holy Grail. It is the actual Holy Grail. Clearing, identifying fear and different things in the resonance of your voice, clearing it and being an absolute divine channel and sounding the purifying, healing, high vibration vocal tones that will shift the planet. And that's what scared the Opus Dei Catholic, and they went after him. They went after them in this movie. So that's cracking the code. It's not a little brass thing. It's not a thing at all. It's the bloodline. We are the keys. It is the tone of our voice, and I'm a master key keeper. Okay, that's the deal.